A new facility is poised to open in Wenatchee that will help address these issues for North Central Washington. NCW Life got a sneak peek of the new 32-bed facility this week. Now, the new Parkside Mental Health Care Treatment and Crisis Care Unit is slated to open in June. It'll be operated by the behavioral health organization that serves Chelan, Douglas, Grant, and eventually Okanagan County. Now, the facility is located on the site of the old Parkside Convalescent Home that was donated to the city several years ago by Wenatchee's Carl Campbell. Can you give us a sense of how you feel personally about the repurposing of this property for this particular use?
I think it's a wonderful use of the facility. The architect has done a beautiful job in designing everything that we need here in the county and the things that are not being served. And as I'm in the healthcare business yet a little bit, the needs are just not being met, and going to the hospital, and that's a very expensive trip. And we need a facility like this to care for people, and so I'm delighted to see it used as this.
Former Senator Linda Evans Parlett was instrumental in getting the state funding to make this Parkside project possible.
I think I'd had a conversation in the past with Dr. Rutherford from Confluence Health, was Wenatchee Valley Medical Center at the time, about the need for a mental health campus. And the seed was planted, and the discussions began, and then eventually we knew how much money we would need, and the money ended up in the budget, capital budget.
Fantastic. And certainly it's going to fill a great need in the valley.
It will. What's special about this place to me is I started my pharmacy career at Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy, and I used to deliver prescriptions to this place when it was operated as a nursing home. So it just seems so amazing. And Mr. Campbell talked about in his interview some of the original doctors. They were all practicing when I started at the clinic pharmacy. Dr. Mayers, Dr. Haug, Dr. Hoxie, Dr. Smith. There were 25 physicians then. So a lot has changed.
The 30,000 square foot complex will be managed by Dr. Julie Ricard, who founded the Suicide Prevention Council in our area.
I think Parkside is a unique building, and I think it's one that the state is going to be watching very closely to see if it does what we say it's going to do. And I think our goal is that it's going to limit the patients going to the emergency department getting care at the highest level that often don't need that type of care. And I think it's also going to help us see if, Eastern and Western are really something that we continue to have to refer our patients to.
This new integrated approach to mental health care in Washington State really makes us kind of a leader, doesn't it, in the nation?
It absolutely makes us a leader, and I'm hopeful that we're going to be able to show that it's a good model of care.
Ricard is currently hiring 40 staff members to include mental health care professionals. She says the facility should be ready to open in June. Steve Hare, NCW Life News.